Peekaboo. Yo. Okay, I love this. See, I knew I was still free. I knew I was still free. I can do this. I can do this, okay? Um, this is wonderful. For some reason on my other channel, Claire Hanlon, something is going on where I don't know. I don't know. Um, I don't have access to the webcam of Claire Hanlon. And also, it kind of makes me really anxious and really nervous um, that I don't see my content, any of my content. But I guess I still see it on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe YouTube is censoring me. I really don't know. I know that I am so free. I know that I am so very free, and I know that I have survived so very much. I have survived so very much. And when I really think on it, um, I scream aloud. I have been. And I think that it's very therapeutic. And I'm not ashamed of my process at all. I think my process of healing is really, really healthy. I think that's what healing is all about. Health, health. And health is life. And disease is death. Dis-ease. I remember my mother said that to me. Dis-ease. And then my yoga teacher, Deb, Adele, Queen Bee. Ease. Ease. I see myself in complete ease. Way more ease all the time. You know, she was visualizing. Instead of just saying dis-ease and leaving it at that, she was saying ease, ease, ease. See, it's kind of like my distaste for that English word, unfortunately, that I hear so much in systems, institutions. Unfortunately, this, unfortunately, that. Unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do for you. That's a big one. It's like a line, it's like a script. Every time you say that word, unfortunately, to me, you're drawing misfortune closer to you, drawing it. You're like a magnet. You're like a misfortune magnet with your unfortunately. So I say fortunately. Fortunately, I survived. I made it through. I still have my sanity. I still have my health. Incredibly. I must be super heroic. I'm not saying I'm superhuman, but I mean, there's no other logical explanation for why I, A, still live, and B, look so good doing it. And also am like able to make jokes out of this scary, horrible shit. I feel like an avatar or some shit, and I'm resentful as fuck. And there's nothing wrong with being a shiny, resentful diamond. And if my Claire Hanlon video YouTube channel has been really like somehow sabotaged or something by my insane sister that really needs to be locked up in an institution for a while so she can't do any more damage to especially me, I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with that as it comes. I'm having a party over here. I'm having a party over here. My life. My life. And Brandon Cece, I love you so much wherever you are. Back to me and stuff. I'm sorry. I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody in this whole world really truly when I think about it. You are not alone. Am I not? I am here with you. Where are you though? Though you're far away. Wait, you just said that you were here with me. Now you're saying I'm far away. I am here to say, wait, what the fuck? I don't know. This feels like some kind of crazy making. Like, what are you saying to me anyway? I don't know. Are we close or are we far apart? I have no idea. This fluid of a woman choking sensationalize, rationalize, analyze, improvise. He's alive. So I just really want to document something, and I just need something that's all my own, that nobody else can get to. I was going to do some like research and stuff. Oh, okay. Okay, so here's what a popular search engine has to say about borderline personality disorder and shame. Shame plays a significant role in the lives of individuals with borderline personality disorder, often being a core feature and contributing to various symptoms and challenges. It can be a trigger for intense emotional reactions, distorted perceptions, and difficulty in maintaining healthy relationships. Core feature of borderline personality disorder. Shame is frequently identified as a central aspect of borderline personality disorder, with studies showing individuals with borderline personality disorder experiencing elevated levels of shame compared to healthy controls, triggering intense emotions. Shameful experiences can lead to intense emotional outbursts, including anger, lashing out, and feelings of worthlessness. Anger, lashing out, and feelings of worthlessness. Distorted perceptions. Shame can contribute to a distorted view of oneself and others, making it difficult to accurately assess situations and reactions. Oh, distorted perceptions. Shame can contribute to a distorted view of oneself and others, making it difficult to accurately assess situations and reactions. See, I wish that if we would just say, like, okay, this is my shame doing this, instead of like denying that that's what it is and trying to make that the truth. That's because the shame is not the truth, and the shame that guides your behavior is not the truth. The truth is the truth. The truth is that your shame is doing shit. So it's not to say, oh no, that's not what's happening. It's to say what's happening. Impact on relationships. The sensitivity to shame and the tendency to react to it can hinder the formation and maintenance of healthy relationships, leading to fears of abandonment and difficulty with intimacy. Underlying beliefs. Early childhood experiences of shame can contribute to the development of negative self-beliefs, such as being fundamentally inadequate or unlovable. Some individuals with borderline personality may use self-punishment, such as self-harm, as a way to cope with shame. Treatment approaches. Therapies like dialectical behavior therapy and cognitive therapy can help individuals with borderline personality disorder develop coping mechanisms to manage shame. And I don't know, if you're not talking about shame, if you're not saying that you have any shame, then any of the therapy that you're doing, you're not talking about your shame with your therapist or anything. So that you're not getting treatment. You're not getting treatment for the shame. And it's so ruling you. And it's really, really, really negatively impacted me so much, Emily. And if you really are messing with my Claire Hanlon YouTube channel now, Emily, I don't know. Like, I just don't know. You're not gonna stop me like that. Like, please, like, I don't deserve any of this. I don't deserve any of this. And I am not trying to make any, I never brought anything onto me. I know it's been 30 years, but Emily, I'm not okay. Like, the solution is not something to do with me at all, baby. The solution for you is not anything to do with me at all, honey. The solution for you has to do with you and your life and your mind, honey. You were convinced that I had borderline personality disorder. If I had borderline personality disorder, I think we would all know by now. I have been going to therapy since I was 15 years old. If I had borderline personality disorder, from the 20, 25 years, really, collectively, of therapies and treatments and recovery and addiction programs that I've participated in for you, really, so that I could belong to you somehow, but I never belonged to any of you. But I wanted to. I wanted to belong to you, and I thought that going through those systems and being sober would be good and I would get some love, but it still wasn't good. And Emily, so if that's like what you're going through, like, because you were like sober all through high school and like what, I don't know, and then like sober all through college and like started drinking when your kids were like, when you were supposed to be homeschooling your kids and you really did not do that, and you really cannot take that back, honey. And I know it's like because of your mental illness and everything, so I really can forgive you and everything, but you really do need to just like step into what you've actually done, step into the truth, honey. That's where the healing really begins. If you really truly want to heal, honey, if you really truly do want to heal. Okay, so here it says borderline personality disorder and paranoia. Paranoia, or the suspicion that others have malicious intent, is a common symptom experienced by people with borderline personality disorder, particularly when they are under stress. While paranoia can occur in other personality disorders, studies suggest it's particularly connected to a risk for borderline personality disorder. That's why you didn't want to talk about it at all. That's why you wanted to say that you didn't feel it. I knew it. I knew it. Well, I didn't all the way knew it, but I know it now. I was pretty sure. I was really playing along with you, Emily. I was really playing along with you. This paranoia is often non-delusional, meaning it's not based on a fixed false belief, like in paranoid personality disorder. Right. Non-delusional. Like it's just like you just think that other people are, you know, they are bad for you or something, or they're like out to get you. Transient and stress-related. Paranoia in borderline personality disorder is often transient and occurs in response to stressful situations. Non-delusional. The paranoia is typically not based on a firmly held fixed delusion, like in paranoid personality disorder. Underlying fear of abandonment. The fear of abandonment and instability. Oh my God, I've always been real stable. The fear of abandonment and instability, core features of borderline personality disorder, can contribute to feelings of suspicion and distrust. Distorted thinking. Stress can exacerbate distorted thinking, leading to misinterpretations of events and others' actions. Intense emotions. The intense and fluctuating emotions characteristic of borderline personality disorder can amplify feelings of paranoia and suspicion. This is all. Impact on relationships. Paranoid thoughts can negatively impact relationships by creating distrust and making it difficult to form close connections. Distinguishing paranoia in borderline personality from paranoid personality disorder. it's you, honey. You're just not saying it. That's all. You're just saying it's not. That's typical. That's typical of somebody, as far as I understand, like thinking about what Dr. Lindsay said, that a healthy person tells the truth, even when it's like hard and it's shameful and it's embarrassing. A healthy person will tell the truth. A sick person will lie and deny and say, that's not how it happened. It happened this way. Okay? That's what I'll say. And I'm feeling all kinds of things. And I really just want to survive and make it through. I really just want to survive and make it through. That's what I want to say. I really just want to survive and make it through. And like I would see how a paranoia about me would get worse with like all the bad shit. Like if it really was you that like did the stealing and stuff, like that would make me way paranoid because I was so guilty. You know, I've never stolen anything that big at all. And just the fact that you were still like kind of just like, so I don't know, you're so like, just the fact that you think that you can still come around and like, I don't know, like kind of pretend like that never happened. Like, I guess just like what a sick person does, just lie and pretend. I guess I'm just stunned. I am just really stunned. I really hope I make it. I don't know. I'm all alone. I'm all alone. And really nobody is really coming to my rescue or coming to my aid. It's a true hero's journey. It's a true hero's journey. I just want to shout out to all my people out there. I know it's really hard for me to reach you because I like don't have like a solid platform and everything. Dom Collindra, Hala, Therese, rest in power, rest in peace. Therese Gobrach, Normal Sister Fun World. I don't know if you exist anymore. I can't bear to try to go on YouTube and look. That's really sad. That's really sad. That untreated mental illness, paranoia, shame, fear, guilt is totally interfering with the good work of the forces of nature. You know, it's not happening to me right now. I can't really think of a funny joke except for now it's Fun World. Fun World, oh hi, we're all Fun World. I don't know. I guess I'm not really like in singing mode here. I'm kind of like in fear mode, to be honest. Kind of in fear mode. I'm kind of in fear mode. And I'm sure this is a very familiar feeling. Okay, like I just want to say, like, my paranoia might not be so unfounded. My paranoia might not be organic from my brain, from the borderline personality disorder. Because I remember I was working at Coney Island and like really like, I don't know, just like, I don't know. I felt like, I don't know. I just felt like people were looking at me and talking to me about funny things. And like, I don't know, it was like they knew something or something. And I remember I went to a little pizza shop and bar that was on the corner of Superior and Lake Avenue in Duluth. And I sat down at the bar. I had some cash because I had just worked a shift. And ordered a whiskey sour. It's one of my favorite alcoholic beverages. And a neighbor from the artist co-op where I was living said, hey, came up and talked to me. I had never really talked to him, ever. I was like, oh, hey. And he's like, yeah, I'm moving. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And just like, I don't know, we just had a little conversation. Then I had another whiskey sour, and then I went home. And Emily, you were around at that time, and you were like, I said something about, I don't know, like something about, I just went home last night. And you're like, well, you had 2 whiskey sours at the bar. And I was like, are you like spying on me or something? So my paranoia might not be so like coming from within. My paranoia might be because your mental illness and your paranoia is fucking with me in a major way, because you've been allowed to do that. You've been allowed to run wild because of your privilege, I suppose. And I think that you've got the entitlement, you've got the psychopathic features, you've got the entitlement. What's that? And just like you don't care, like you don't care. The rules don't apply to you. And no retribution in sight for Toayom. No retribution in sight. That's the way this world is. That's the way this world is. Ever noticed how Christ's writings aren't at all in the New Testament? At all. That's because it was like started 400 years after the man was crucified on that cross, and all the subsequent miracles that happened soon thereafter. And that whole thing of like, sort of this like nihilism, like you know best. Like I just realized like you were this mentally ill person, like doing all kinds of damage to me as a person. Sitting in that social office, I can't even remember what you were wearing, but it was probably just the most conservative shit, like really smarmy, school marmy. And she makes people uncomfortable. I make you uncomfortable because I tell the truth and you want to lie about everything? Is making people uncomfortable somehow against the law or some kind of punishable offense where I should be, that's me being mentally ill? That's amazing, Emily. I'm surprised that social worker didn't turn to you and say, what's your major malfunction? What's your diagnosis, honey? She thinks she's like a great actress. You think I stole from you? You like identified yourself as the mastermind. Okay. Okay. I knew it. Borderline personality disorder and paranoia and cannabinoids. Cannabis use can be problematic for individuals with borderline personality disorder due to its potential to exacerbate existing symptoms, including paranoia and anxiety. While some individuals with borderline coping mechanisms worsen psychosis, mood swings, and impulsive behaviors. One major concern, the risks and drawbacks of cannabis use for borderline personality disorder. One major concern is the risk of cannabis-induced psychosis, with marijuana use triggering hallucinations, paranoia, or delusions. People with pre-existing mental health conditions, including borderline personality, may be more vulnerable. And you came in with your cannabis-induced psychosis research, Emily, because you probably knew a lot about it at that time. But see, I use it. on a regular basis, pretty much. And I don't feel intense paranoia or anxiety on a regular basis at all. It works for my brain. That's funny. That's kind of what that's what you don't want. That's what you don't, everything, like everything, the truth. You don't want the truth to be true, but it is. That's mental illness if you don't want the truth to be true, honey. Okay. I don't know. I think I'm going to rest. I think I've done a lot of work. I'm kind of doing a lot. It's like Stuart saves his family. Remember, you're good enough, you're smart enough, and doggone it, people like you. Okay? Just remember that. Watch some daily affirmations with Stuart Smalley. That's fun stuff. Thanks, Al Franken. Holler. I love you. Turtle Island, ultra non-violence, complete mental wellness. Turtle Island, ultra non-violence, complete psychological wellness. Turtle Island, ultra non-violence, complete psychological wellness. Thank you. Good night.